Hey, great to have you. Welcome to the program. Thanks to the Joe Pags Show. Great radio stations across the land. Newsmax TV, iHeartRadio, joepags.com on a Tuesday. Oh, yeah? Crazy Train Tuesday. That's what it is. E-A-O-U. Sometimes Y. It's the vowel song. No? Say it. Lots going on in the program today. Bottom of hour number one, this hour, we'll have Dana Perino on. Dana is a television star, certainly former spokesman for the White House under George W. Bush. Great to talk to her again. She's got a brand new book out today, and it's called, Let Me Tell You About Jasper, How My Best Friend Became America's Dog. So, Carrie, first of all, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Going to have Dana Perino on today, and it's always great to have her on. Of course, we're going to talk about her book. Her book is more than just the dog. It's about how we can bring Americans together, even though we're on separate ideological sides, and we can do so because so many of us own pets. I guess that's sort of where we're going.
No, all right.
I'm guessing we'll talk about the presidential election with Dana Perino.
Yeah, I'm thinking you probably.
I'm guessing we'll probably go there.
Yeah,
so we've got that for you, which is always nice. There are some voting irregularities being reported in Texas. We'll talk about that. How long are the lines to go and vote? Have you voted yet?
I have not. I'm going to wait a few more days until I go.
Thought about doing it today.
Still very long today.
Did not do it today because the lines are out of control. A good friend of mine went and voted. Took about an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Which, I mean, that's not horrendous. I mean, it's not like 8 hours, but it's certainly.
No, it's not bad.
I'm used to going in there voting and getting hell out. It looks like it's going to take a while.
I know. Usually there's nobody ahead of me when I go to vote.
Voting irregularities being reported in Texas. We'll talk about that certainly. But I want to start with, it was a big campaign. You see the big campaign stop for Tim Kaine today, the vice presidential nominee on the Democrat side? Well, I mean, big is, I mean.
I saw the campaigin stop.
It was in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I do believe, I actually think that we have audio from there. If we can.
Really?
Give me some audio from that if you don't mind. Oh, is that the right audio?
No,
it turns out not a whole lot going on there. 30 people, Carrie.
Oh, I know. I heard.
Now people are like, wow, 30,000? No, 30 people.
No. Yeah.
30.
Not good.
Conversely, you might be thinking, the vice president doesn't matter. That's not a big deal. Vice president, but then again, Mike Pence was holding a get together today as well, I believe, or yesterday, and I'm pretty sure he drew like 10,000, something like that.
I've heard that number
in North Carolina.
I'm not sure, but
I'm going to say it's something a little bit more than 30.
Yeah,
a little more than 30 showed up to go see Mike Pence. Now, here's the question that I want to start the callers out with, and It's not going to be scientific at all. I just want people's opinion. Now, I give you my opinion all the time, but I base it on fact, and we'll have more news stories coming up, including in Amarillo, Texas, allegedly. There's some irregularity going on when you try to vote Republican. Something weird happens at the end. We'll talk about that. We've got that for you. Also, the question about whether Donald Trump will accept the election results, that's an interesting one. We'll talk about that, too. But I want to ask this question. Without a doubt, everybody agrees, no matter what side you're on, there are record-breaking lines so far for early voting. I mean, nobody's ever seen anything like this before, ever. And the question is, why is it happening? What's the story? Are they going to vote for somebody because they really, really believe in that person? Or are they going to vote because they're really afraid their vote won't count otherwise, or they'll be disenfranchised if they wait? Or are they going to vote because they hate one of the two so much they have to vote against that person? Carrie, would you like to opine? Why do you think that's happening?
I don't know. I think people are so split, and they're so very passionate about whether they're for Hillary Clinton or for Donald Trump. And I don't know. I don't know why it's so different.
1-800.
The way the country is right now, I guess, and people want to change.
Well, I agree. I mean, to an extent.
They want their voice heard.
I think, I got to be honest with you, and I'm on the Trump train, and people will say, well, that's why you believe this. And, I'm willing to take that criticism. But I think people are rushing to the polls to vote for Donald Trump. I think they're doing that to get out of the way. They don't want people to see them on Election Day. They want to get it out of the way now, and they really thought that the lines would be shorter if you vote early. I think they're going because they're energized to vote for Donald Trump. I don't know of many, and maybe I missed it. Maybe it's happening. I mean, I've seen some of the Clinton rallies where there's some excitement, but I think that if you had a gun to your head and somebody said, who is the candidate more of his or her supporters are excited about this time around, it would have to be Donald Trump. Now, there are also plenty of people who don't like Donald Trump for whatever made-up reason. And again, there are some people excited for Hillary Clinton to be elected, John Podesta. But having said that, when it comes down to who has had the rallies with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people? Who's had the get-togethers where there's always standing room only and a line out the door just to try to get a glimpse of them? Who is it that's bringing this sort of excitement? Now, if your vice president can only get 30 people to show up to a campaign stop in West Palm Beach, Florida, which is a huge city in Florida, you only get 30 people to show up, there's not a lot of excitement for that campaign. If the vice presidential nominee on the other side can draw 5 or 10,000 people as compared to 30, and then you see big long lines at the polls, I'm betting that it's because people are excited to vote for Donald Trump. Now, I'm willing to be wrong about that, but that's really what I see. There was excitement during the primary season. There is excitement now in the general for one side, not the other. Will Hillary Clinton get tons of votes? Yes. Might she win? She might. But when it comes to the excitement factor, Carrie, have you talked to anybody or even seen anybody on social media who is truly excited to vote for Hillary Clinton?
I have not seen that on social media.
Oh, breaking news. Hold on a second. I do believe we have more audio from the Tim Kaine campaign stop in West Palm Beach.
What he said.
What? Is that the right audio? It is? Okay,
No.
sorry. So, yeah, that's what we got. That's the audio we got. I want to throw a full screen up. And I want to tell you about for those on radio, I want to tell you about these new polls that came out. This is from CNN ORC. And I guess the first question was, who will win the 2016 election? And allegedly, according to this poll, Hillary Clinton 68%, Donald Trump 27%. If you notice, the question isn't who do you want to win or who are you going to vote for. The question is who will win it. And that's how oh my God, she's doubling him up. It's crazy. No, that's the way they ask the question. This is what people think. Again, many are going to vote for Donald Trump who actually think Hillary Clinton might win, but they hope otherwise. Also, if Donald Trump loses, this is according to CNN, will he accept the results? 35% say yes, 61% say no, which again, this is a made-up question by the media put in there to act like Donald Trump is somehow off the reservation, off the beaten path, and he's doing something nobody else has ever done, except for Hillary Clinton and Al Gore and John Kerry. Those people all question election results. But anyway, and the last question is, if Hillary Clinton loses, will she accept the results? And she's so great, 75% say yes, 22% say no. And again, CNN ORC International Poll. Listen, just stop doing polls. We're going to make up polls like that. Who do you think is going to win? Why is that an important poll question? And if Donald Trump loses, he's going to accept the results, or he's going to be a big meanie with the funny hair and orange face. It's every single day. A so-called news organization like CNN does something stupid like this to reassure people like me and those of you listening and watching that it's not a news source anymore. CNN is no longer a news organization. It is a Hillary Clinton-run campaign indoctrinating organization. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what it is. All right. So at the end of the day, I would ignore that, especially if the organization is not focusing on more WikiLeaks information out today that President Obama, in fact, knew about Hillary Clinton's private server, even when he lied and said that he didn't know about it on TV. We have that information. And tomorrow, bottom of hour number 1, we will have James O'Keefe on the program, of course, the guy from Project Veritas, who is exposing the Democrats, the DNC, and the Hillary Clinton campaign, working in cahoots with some political action committees, which is against federal election law. Oh, yeah, James O'Keefe himself on this program tomorrow. So there's a lot going on, man. But the first question out of the box has to be, why on earth are we seeing so many people early voting this time around? 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. Stay right here.